Hello, everybody. What's up? It is Voodoo here. Welcome to episode 14 of Voodoo's Brew. And it is, at least for me, where I am, officially trip day.
Woo!
That was Brandon's weak attempt at being excited.
Hey, nothing I do is weak.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. So, it is, for me, anyway, it is about 1 a.m. on Tuesday, July 9th.
It is currently almost 11 p.m. where I am at in California.
So, this was going to be like a Tripmas Eve, but,
I guess it's trip day.
now it's Tripmas Day, I guess.
Tripmas day.
Happy Tripmas. Merry Tripmas? Yes.
Well, it's actually not Tripmas for me yet.
Well, I don't care about you.
Oh, okay.
I only care about...
That's nice
of
to hear.
By the time this episode is done, it'll be Tripmas for you.
Okay.
So, accept it. So anyway, yeah. Exciting trip is happening for me later today. And so in this episode, we will obviously be talking more in depth about all the ins and outs of the trip, our plans for each day, and so forth. They've changed quite a bit, actually, since our announcement episode, which was like May.
God, it was that far away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. So the plans have changed a little bit, but we'll go over that. But we're actually going to start by doing something that I don't believe we've done before on Voodoo's Brew, which is actually kind of talk a little bit about like how Brandon and I first met and kind of how our friendship has been and how it's evolved over the past 2 years almost leading up, to this trip actually happening.
Right.
So Brandon and I met in August of 2011, like early August.
Yeah. I actually saw Josh on one of the Arid Lords videos, who's been a guest a couple times on this show actually, and I think it was in like they were playing like Call of Duty, and then I went over to his channel and checked it out, and I was like, oh, I mean, this guy looks cool. He's into DSP, and that's when I was really into DSP too. I was like kind of a fan of DSPs, and then I just sent him a message saying, hey, if you like ever want to do some multiplayer with me, then I'd be up for it. And he sent me a message back, and I never actually got back to him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, a couple, I think it was like a week or two, and then in his channel update I saw him like mention, yeah, this guy Brandon sent me a message, and then he's like disappeared, and then I shot him another message, and then we kind of we started playing some games together, and that's kind of where it all took off. The friendship took off.
Yeah, we started playing Dead Space 2, and we only played for like a little bit because the game really wasn't that good. The multiplayer,
we got bored. Wasn't good.
So we switched over to Black Ops, and like we had so much fun and got along so well that we wound up playing it like all day.
Right, we hit it off really well. Like I don't know, it was like we knew each other for a long. We were actually looking back on the videos, and it seemed like like how we are now. That's how it seemed.
Yeah, we were actually watching the videos on YouTube the other day, laughing about it. But yeah, like I don't know. I think I have like 30 some odd matches of that, and what I'll actually do is I'll link in the description of this video the link to the playlist of the videos when we first met, in case you want to go check those out. But it was like 30 some odd Call of Duty matches, and I know we played a bunch off camera. Like we played even more that weren't recorded.
Yeah.
So
it was funny though. We were watching it back, and I was getting irritated with myself because yes. I kept saying asshole or something.
Asshole.
Was it?
That was your favorite word. You said it.
That was my word.
Every 2 seconds, Brandon was calling somebody an asshole.
Every 2 seconds was asshole for me.
It was hilarious. It was really funny. He was getting like pissed. He's like, "Why do I say it so much? It's annoying.
Why am I such an asshole?"
Yeah. So that was a pretty fun day, and we had so much fun that we just kept like in contact, and we would play some stuff here and there. And basically that went on until Dead Island came out.
Yeah.
And that was not too long after the Black Ops stuff. Like, I think it was late August that Dead Island came out.
I think it was
or early September.
Yeah, September, I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was like September 10th or something.
Yeah, it wasn't more than like a month.
Right.
It was only like a month, so it was pretty
a matter
quick.
Of weeks.
Yeah. And we were already like such good friends and hit it off so well that we decided to do Dead Island co-op, and we started the playthrough, and not too long into the playthrough is when my girlfriend and I went through some problems and broke up for a little while, and I was in a bad state, so we had to postpone the game for a while, because when I got back together with her and things were okay, we were already into other games. 2011 was like a crazy year with games at the end, I remember.
Yeah, like Deus Ex, and I remember I really wanted to get back to playing with Josh, because I mean we're having so much fun, and you know it sucked, but you know you got to go through things like that in life, and you know it ended up working out. So
yeah, it all worked out, because those of you who were with me at the end of 2011 know at the end of 2011, early 2012, I did this gaming palooza thing where I went back and played like 3 or 4 of the games that I hadn't yet finished, and Dead Island was one of them. And we basically went on like a marathon run of it one week, and we just had an absolute blast. Like, we had so much fun playing that game. Like, even though it was a horrendously buggy game and all sorts of stuff, we had so much fun, just screwing around, playing the game co-op. It was great. So
yeah, I think that was when our friendship really like took off. That after that we just were playing with each other constantly.
Yeah, we play with each other a lot, like
Yeah, like a bunch of games. Just I think it was like every other day we'd play like some type of Call of Duty, or I think it was mostly Call of Duty we played together. But
yeah, we play with each other a lot, in a completely non-suggestive way.
Yeah,
we just really enjoyed playing with each other. It was something
playing with each other, and
that we really liked. We just it was there was a lot of playing with each other and stuff like that.
A lot of fondling and.
Well, yeah, no, there wasn't any of that. Here we go.
Oh God.
So, yeah, like Black Ops 1 like became our game. Like, we used to play that game. We have so many videos on YouTube of us just playing Black Ops. Like, we love that game. That was our game. We played it all the time. We had fun. We screwed around, and it was great. So
yeah, we actually wanted to get Black Ops again and actually go back to it, but we're looking around and it's still like almost $30.
It's like $30 for a used copy, and the game's like 3 years old.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, don't ask me, dude. It's stupid, but
I mean, my God.
Like, the prices went up because I bought Black Ops from GameFly like last year, and it was cheaper than it is now. So
how the hell does that work?
I think the demand went back up for it because all the other ones since then have sucked so bad.
Right, yeah.
So
that's true.
But so we did that, and we had such a good time with Dead Island that in early 2012, I was basically sitting around and thinking of new ideas. I'm always thinking of new things. What can I do on the channel and such?
Right.
And I was thinking, Brandon and I work so well, and we complement each other well, and the gameplay is great, the commentary is great. Why don't we try launching a podcast? And we talked about the idea and decided, why not? Let's just make a pilot episode, see how it goes. And that's how this show was formed, Voodoo's Brew. And we did episode 1. It was great. It worked out really well. We really enjoyed it, and so Voodoo's Brew became established.
Did really well, actually. Like
yeah, it was very, very successful. Still the most successful running series on my channel by far. A couple of those videos got over 400 views.
Yeah.
It did consistently well. People really seemed to enjoy it.
We really enjoyed it doing it. Like it was I mean it was it's something I looked forward to. Every when we're doing it every other week, it was something I looked forward to because we had such a good time doing it. And I think that's what kind of really kept the series going. I mean, the views were great, and we had a great time doing it. So it was like a win-win.
Yeah, I mean, it gave us an opportunity to talk about all kinds of various things and stuff that we didn't get a chance to talk about in the normal videos and such that were on the channels. At the time, Brandon had his channel B-Boy9 Fresh that he was actively on, playing games, playing new releases, so we always had stuff to talk about.
Right.
We talked about gaming news a lot. It was a different, I think, type of show than it has been now since we've brought it back.
Right.
It was a lot more about gaming news, like things happening in the news, and that type of, certain games being announced and stuff like that.
Right. I think we actually did one on PS Vita and all the PS Vita games that were coming out, and how we thought that you're reading off the names, and one of them was like Touch My Katamari.
Touch My Katamari. We still make fun of that.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, that the first half of 2012 was really good for Brandon and I, because we were doing the Brew regularly. It was great. People enjoyed it. Brandon was active on YouTube, as was I. We were talking a lot. We did a few games co-op. Now, unfortunately, the games in early 2012 were all terrible. For co-op, we did Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City with TGP Gaming. That was an awful game. We tried to do Syndicate. That was just a nightmare from the start, from me trying to get it, winding up having to rent it from Blockbuster, which doesn't even exist anymore. It ended with us having some sort of stupid spat at the end of that game, which we quickly got over. But the games were a mess. But as far as us doing the Brew and all other stuff, it was really good. And it basically culminated in our E3 2012 recap, which was, I think, episode 6 or something like that. And no, it must have been more than that. I'm trying to think.
I think it was
9.
9.
I think it was
9.
I think it was 9. And that blew up. That got 400 and something views. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And but toward the end there, those last couple episodes, we had been doing them once every couple weeks, and then it started to become longer than that, more dragged out. We were getting busy, had stuff to do, and it kept getting longer and longer between episodes. And after that episode we did about E3 in June, something happened where we just kind of started, splitting apart and going our own way.
Yeah.
And
basically, I had a lot of stuff going on in school. That was towards when I was getting ready to I think I just got done graduating, or I was getting ready to graduate, and then a lot of personal things happened, and I think that happens a lot in friendships. I know I've had a couple where you just kind of fall out of contact. I mean, especially with our type of situation where we live so far away. It's I'm not saying it's bound to happen, but it's not unusual for it to happen.
Right.
People kind of fall apart, and but I mean I think it kind of shows how strong our friendship is. We still came back together, got back into contact, and we still have that strong of a friendship, and I think that really shows how well we complement each other.
Yeah, I mean, we live obviously so far away. I mean, it doesn't really matter, LA or the state over, really doesn't matter. I mean, if you're living away from somebody, you don't see them on a daily basis, face to face. I mean, we've never seen each other ever in person. That's about to change, but and you're not with them every day doing the same things, and so there's a good chance that you can get busy with your own stuff and fall out of contact. And stuff was going on with him and stuff, so it just kind of fell off, and it wasn't any kind of, we weren't mad at each other or nothing bad happened. It just kind of happened that way. So for the last half of 2012, we didn't have much contact. We would talk every now and then. Brandon actually shut down his YouTube channel. He wasn't doing it anymore. And, we would talk occasionally, but really not much. And it was my thinking at the time that our friendship was kind of done at that point because we hadn't really talked much, and he wasn't on YouTube. We went our own way, and it was whatever. It was disappointing, but I just took it as one of those things that happens. So come early this year, I was really hell-bent at the start of this year of making this like the best year on my channel. Like, I really wanted to do everything in my power to make the channel strong, what it had been, that I felt it was in 2011, which I still think, in my opinion, was my best year, my best time, because I didn't feel that 2012 was a great year for the channel. So I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, there's stuff missing. There's something missing from the channel that used to be there. And I realized that I'd kind of become a loner on YouTube, because before I was doing co-op all the time. I was doing co-op with Brandon, Travis a lot, and I was like, I want to get Brandon back involved. Like, I want to recontact him. I want to get him, back involved with the channel, and I'd actually like to bring back the podcast, because I miss doing it. I miss the fun that we had, and the fun that was the podcast. So,
right.
I remember but go ahead.
Oh, and I actually remember you saying you were going to start one with Chris and.
Oh, right, yeah. I was going to start my own. I was going to start a different one called The Ritual. That was my original plan. And it wasn't going to be with Brandon. It was going to be my own show that I would have guests on, like my friends and stuff. And I was going to do it, and then I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, it's just not going to work out. It's not going to be the same. I can't bring another podcast that's going to be what Voodoo's Brew was. It's just not going to live up to it. It's not going to be as good. And I was thinking, no, it's got to be back to the original. It's got to be Brandon. It's got to be the Brew, or else it's not going to be good enough. So I remember I was actually standing out here in my hallway outside my room upstairs, and I just texted Brandon. I hadn't talked to him in a while at that point, and I was like, basically, would you be interested in restarting the podcast? And he basically said yeah, and we just started talking at that point. And we brought back the show, and we just started talking regularly again, and started to, kind of restarted the friendship. And
it was actually like a perfect timing, because that was when I was starting college, and I wasn't actually living where I live now. I was actually staying somewhere else, and when I went to school, I would just come back here and stay the night, and then go back to where I was living. And then those nights we would do the Brew, and it worked out good. Now I live where I live now, and now it works out perfect. So it was actually like a perfect timing, in my opinion.
And so we just kind of started talking, and we're friends again, and it not only, our friendship not only got to the level it had been before, but in my opinion, it has gone way above what it ever was.
Oh yeah.
I think obviously our friendship now is stronger than it ever was. We talk basically every day, um, and
Yeah.
and so it was like that. It was that good of a relationship, and that all led up to May of this year when this trip was basically born. I was in Memphis, Tennessee, for my sister's graduation, and I had always kind of played around in my head the idea of us meeting, and I know you and I had talked about it in the past, sort of half joking about how we would go to like San Diego Comic-Con together or something, and that's where we would meet.
I think we were like playing around with the idea of like meeting up in like Las Vegas, like in like a year. So like
yeah, we would talk about these ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
But nothing really that serious. We didn't have the means. We didn't have, in my mind, it wasn't feasible. It just, for whatever reason, it wouldn't work out. But I was sitting there in my sister's house. We were just sitting around talking, and our friendship had become so good at that point that I had this idea of actually like questioning it, like why not, like why wouldn't it work? We've always assumed, oh, it wouldn't work, it's silly, but why not? Like, we're both adults. The only hurdle to really get over would be the cost to fly and that type of thing. And so we were sitting around, and it was actually my birthday, and my sister was like asking me what she could get me for my birthday, and I was just joking around with her, and I was like, oh, you can get me a plane ticket to Los Angeles. And she looks at me and she goes, oh, well, if it's not that expensive, we can come together and we can get it for you. And I was like, that was the first time I was like, whoa, this is like a possibility.
Yeah.
And so I started talking to Brandon about it. I sent him a text.
Yeah, he texts me and he's like, hey, would you be up for me coming out there? I'm like, oh, yeah, you mean like coming out here and like meeting me? I thought he was like gonna come out here with like his family and maybe stay at be staying in like San Diego or something and going to like an attraction like SeaWorld or something. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean that'd be cool. You just come like see me and we'll actually like meet face to face. And he's like, oh, like, and I was like, I mean if you don't have anywhere to stay, you could stay here. And he was like, yeah, I mean my sister and I are in the talks of her buying me actually buying me a ticket and like flying me out there and meeting you. I'm like, oh wow, like how long would you like possibly be staying? And then we just kind of worked out all the details, and then he like out of nowhere was like, hey, would you want to come back with me? I was like, wow, I wouldn't, I never really thought about it, like going actually visiting him. I was like, I always thought he would come out here and just see me, but he actually brought up the idea of like me going out there and staying with him too. And yeah, and it was, I mean, it just worked out, and now that's what this trip is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I just brought the idea to him, and he was kind of shocked, I think, but on board with it. And it actually wound up turning out that the tickets were much more expensive than I had originally, thought they were. So it worked out where my sister, that whole thing didn't work. My parents actually stepped up, and I guess because they're awesome, basically decided, because it meant so much to me, that they were going to actually front the money for the ticket, which was pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
And it just happened. We came back from Memphis, and we got on the phone and we booked the tickets. And that was 2 months ago, and we've been talking about it ever since. We've been super hyped up. We kept talking about how, like, we were excited. It just sucked that it was like 2 months away. We didn't want to wait, and here it is already. For me at least, the early morning of the actual trip. And yeah, it worked out to where I'm gonna be going up there. Hold on one sec. I need to move something. It's in my way. Okay. I'm gonna be going up there later today, and I'm gonna be staying through. I think the call dropped. It did. Huh. Wonder what happened there. What happened? Hold on. Call dropped. See if we can reclaim this call here. Apologize, everyone. Technical difficulties. It's not picking up. I have no idea what just happened. Claims he's online. Huh. That's strange. Let me shoot him a text message. Sorry about this, guys. This is what happens when you do this stuff in one take. You have technical difficulties. Alright, stop that incessant ringing. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Bear with us, guys. Apologize for this. But Skype is a very flaky type of thing, and a lot of times it'll do this kind of stuff randomly, and you have to just deal with it. Here we go. Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
I have no idea what the hell just happened, but
yeah,
it's cool. Anyway, okay, so as I was saying, it worked out to where I'm going to be visiting him I'm going to have a travel day, spend 4 days, then we'll have another travel day, and he'll spend 4 days here, and then he'll have his travel day home. And yeah, that's how it is. Once again, the official dates, it starts today, July 9th, and I'll be in Los Angeles with Brandon until July 14th. The two of us are going to fly back here to New Orleans, and he'll be here through July 19th when he will leave. Mm-hmm. So that's the history of us.
Yes.
Yay. So that's kind of how it happens.
I actually think I had one of the worst flights. Flying back from your house is going to suck because it's like the end of the trip and I'm flying alone.
I have the worst flight. Well,
I think you have like the better flights because you're flying out. You know, it's the beginning of the trip and you're actually going to be out here. And then when we fly back, I'm going to be with you, so you're going to be sitting with me and throughout the whole flight. So
you'll just have amazing imagery and pictures blazoned in your mind to reflect on all the way home.
Yes,
about the amazing time that will ensue. But hey, it's the perks of being the one to set the trip up. That's what I get. So, oh well. But one of us had to do it, so
it had to be you.
It had to be me. So, oh well. But yeah. So we got through that relatively quickly. So now I guess we will talk about the trip, the specifics of the trip, what's going to be going down, some of the plans that we've made. I'll tell you right now off the bat that the plans that we have for Los Angeles are much more concrete than the plans for when we come back here, because for me, I've been focused completely on the fact that I'm going to be in freaking Los Angeles and not so much thinking about the trip when we come back here, because for me, it's home, it's whatever. So we have ideas of what we want to do when we get back here. We don't have really a set schedule so much. We'll figure it out as we go.
Right.
So yeah, later today I'm going to be taking a flight. Doesn't leave till like 7:40 p.m. local time. Gets to LA roughly around like 9:30ish p.m. And if everything goes well, Brandon will be there to pick me up.
Yeah, and if I can, well, we kind of planned where I'm just going to meet him by baggage. So like it's, there's no way he can get lost or I get lost. And
there's a way that I can get lost. Trust me.
Yeah, if everything goes well and Josh doesn't get lost and like get stuck in the bathroom
and Brandon
stall
actually
or something.
shows up because he's threatened me many times.
Yeah,
when I
if
get
I
sassy
find
that
actually,
he won't pick me up. So hopefully he'll actually show up,
yeah,
get me.
I don't just flake on you and say I will pick
Yeah,
you up in the mornings. You gotta stay in LAX. You
I
gotta
don't think
sleep in the
I'd be his
baggage
friend very
section.
much after that. But so we picked baggage because my estimation there's gonna be like 8 billion signs pointing to the baggage area, like
Right.
because that's where everybody goes pretty much after they get off their flight. Even though I'm not checking a bag, but we just think it's a pretty good meeting ground. And what I'm hoping is that there's not multiple baggage areas, because if that's the case, then fuck us. But
Then fuck.
I guess that's why they make cell phones. We'll
Do you know
meet
what?
somewhere.
Right. Do you know what terminal you're getting out of? Like what?
I can tell you what gate I'm going to.
Okay. Yeah. What gate? I mean.
Because maybe you can figure something out from there. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I could just be waiting there.
Well, they're not gonna let you down to the gate.
Oh.
You can't
okay.
they won't let you down. You have to go through security. You get there and you can't get through security without a ticket.
Okay. I guess we'll just stick to baggage then. We'll just stick to baggage.
Well, according to this thing, it's gate D5. So I guess I'm going to be in D terminal.
Okay.
So I guess go to D terminal baggage. Unless, I think this is D5 in New Orleans, and never mind. Fuck me.
Fuck.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll
I'll
text
let
and
you
shit.
know. But yeah, we should be able to figure it out. We're intelligent humans, so.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, so after all that, he's going to pick me up. We're going to take a drive back home, which should be a pretty cool drive, getting to, see this, go through, see some of the city and stuff at night, just out the windows, and having a nice talk, back to the house, where we will, supposed to be going to bed, but we'll probably proceed to stay up late anyway.
We'll probably play games till like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. We'll be talking and.
So.
Too bad. Your flight wasn't like earlier, and we could just pick you up and then go see Hollywood straight from there. But
well, the only thing about it is this is the only direct flight. It is what it is. So you have to go what you can go with, and
right.
So, but anyway, so I think the day after, so Wednesday, we're planning on just hanging out, right?
I kind of just take it easy. Play basketball or something, play games, and just hang around the house. And then Thursday, we're planning on going to the aquarium of the Pacific, and just looking at the fish and stingrays and
looking at the fish,
crabs and sharks. I should hear they have a shark section over there, so that should be cool to check out. And then we're actually buying tickets where it's like a combo deal, and you get to go to the Queen Mary and I guess get a tour of it and see the history of the Queen Mary and stuff. So it's gonna be a really cool day. I think Thursday is gonna be one of the better days because we get to see a lot of cool things. And
yeah, it's gonna be a highlight for me. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
We get to
and
go
then
to Long Beach, which is cool.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get something to eat down there because we're gonna be down there pretty late.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. At some point, I want to eat it In-N-Out Burger because it doesn't exist here, and I've just heard that it's the most amazing thing ever. I'm sure it's somewhat overrated, but at the same time,
I mean, it's really good.
Eat it. Like, I want to eat it because
it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, if they have an In-N-Out down there, I know there's one down down the freeway, like 15 minutes away, and we could probably go there.
We'll find one.
Right. Yeah. We'll have some In-N-Out in your stomach before you leave here.
Good. It's gonna go in and then back out.
Yeah. Right in, right out.
Hopefully right in and right out. Oh, that changes things.
It's gonna go through like a bullet train, but.
Oh well. It happens.
And then we'll come back and go to sleep or whatever, and then we're gonna wake up, and then towards like noonish, we're gonna head down to Hollywood and check out the sights there and see the Walk of Fame and
Woot.
Yeah, and then we'll see all the sights down there. I actually have never been. I mean, I've been down there, but I haven't, actually went and seen all the sights and all the attractions and stuff. So that should be really cool. It's kind of me being a tourist too, which is kind of weird. And then get something to eat down there. Just spend the whole day down there and come
some
back,
grub.
and then get some grub, and then on Saturday we're planning on taking Josh to a place called Farrell's.
Woohoo!
Uh, yeah, it has it's known for like its ice cream, and I actually one time I was telling Josh I saw we were there and I was having like a Sunday or something, and all of a sudden these lights turn on. It's like it's like everyone in the restaurant pay attention to the kitchen door. Here comes the Mega Slam Troth fudge sundae. I'm like, what the fuck's going
Yes.
on? I look over, and these two guys run out with a thing over their head. They're carrying this big old trough of like a banana split and like all this ice cream. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, what kind of human being can consume all that ice cream? I
I
just
know,
don't
but
understand.
I think we need to get it.
Yeah,
Just to
we
make
need to
them
get
run
the
out,
trough
just to
of
see the
ice cream.
show.
But
Because
yeah,
I
we're
think that'd be
gonna
pretty hilarious.
hopefully see something like that there, and we're gonna get him some ice cream and have a good dinner there before we take off to New Orleans, and then it's all up to Josh
Oh
to
God.
entertain my ass
I
while
don't
I'm
want
down
it to be
there.
all up to me. I don't want the
So
pressure. But yeah, so it's there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff. There's gonna be a lot of good footage. From Los Angeles. I'm gonna be taking footage like crazy.
yes,
Everywhere we go, I'm gonna be taking still pictures that I'm gonna wind up making a montage with later, after the trip is over, and we're gonna be
sweet.
uploading all week to both channels. So definitely, I mentioned this before in a past video, but if you want full wall-to-wall coverage of this trip, you're gonna want to check out both of our channels because we're both gonna have different stuff. I have to be doing a lot of driving when I'm out there, so clearly I'm not going to be able to take videos, but Brandon can take videos on the road. And so we're going to have different stuff on both channels.
Yeah, lots of car ride
Car
footage,
rides, aquarium
which is
stuff,
gonna be really funny.
all kinds of stuff about the Queen Mary.
Yeah,
Hollywood, we're obviously going to be taking lots of footage of that. Places we eat. I don't know.
I'm sure lots
I
of
might have
random
Brandon.
stuff's gonna happen too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have Brandon. I might have Brandon
Lots
film
of
my reaction to eating In-N-Out Burger for the first time.
yes.
Because that would be pretty cool. I think to see, I take that first bite and what I think of it.
You're like, oh, it tastes like shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, this
Spit
is
it out.
terrible. Why the hell does everybody recommend it's awful?
This is shit.
But yeah, it's gonna be really good. I don't know if we're gonna be doing any kind of gameplay videos or anything like that. I don't know.
If we do, it'll be on Wednesday. That'll be the day of
Yeah.
if there is any.
Wednesday
I'm
or Saturday.
I'm
Oh
actually
yeah.
wanting to record our pickup game of basketball and,
Oh
and
god.
upload.
How the hell are you gonna record that? Stick a tripod way out in the front yard?
Yeah, well, my basketball hoop's right in front of right on my driveway, so I could probably put it on like a car or like a chair or something, and just I
That
have
would
a
be
little mini
interesting.
tripod, so I think it'll work out.
People can see me fail. That would be awesome. So we're gonna have all kinds of good stuff for you guys. So
Yes.
I personally I think the Los Angeles portion is gonna be the better portion, but that's just. I mean, I'm biased obviously because that's where I'm gonna be on vacation.
Yeah.
It's not my town, but anyway, so that's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Just
So
thinking.
so
like,
what do you like most pumped for? Like, what do you want to
oh,
do the
Jesus.
most
Like
out here?
besides us actually just like meeting.
Yeah. Besides
As
that.
far as like the trip, God, I would say I'm probably looking forward most to Thursday. I think that's like it's gonna be a sightseeing day, but it's gonna be more laid back than Hollywood. I think like
Yeah.
it's gonna be less people, like less because it's on a Thursday, and then Hollywood's obviously gonna be probably insane, and it's a Friday, so it's gonna be like
Oh yeah. And I'm sure it's gonna be swelteringly
Yeah.
hot, and we like
and we have to be outside
on
pretty
Thursday.
much.
We're gonna be in like an air conditioned like aquarium, and
Yeah, and
I
I'm
don't know if they have
biased
Queen
to
Mary.
aquariums. Like I'm a biologist, and I
Right.
love marine biology, and I love aquariums. I don't know. I love the aquarium we have here in New Orleans, and so I love aquariums, and seeing someone else's is gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
So I would say probably Thursday, but I'm looking forward to all of it, and I just
Oh
think
yeah, it's gonna be
Thursday
great.
tops the list a little bit, you know. Um,
Um, I'm actually really excited to try crawfish because Josh has been telling me it's like amazing, and it's kind of I heard it's like a miniature lobster. That's what I.
like, I mean, it's unique. Like, it has its own unique taste. Like, I don't want to give you the wrong idea and tell you like, oh my god, this is the best thing you'll ever eat, because like honestly, it's not. It's just, it's really good. Like, I really like it, and like I'm trying to tell you, it's like that. It's not the most amazing food in the world. Like, it's, I don't want to get your expectations like way the fuck up, but
Right.
I like it, and it's just cool because it's pretty much a New Orleans thing. Like,
Right.
I
Yeah. It's
mean,
it's just it's kind of like a
they
culture
eat it
thing.
all over the South, but I mean, it's New Orleans. They're the only ones, in my opinion. Well, not necessarily New Orleans, but South Louisiana in general does it right. So,
Right.
um,
Well, it's gonna be cool for me because it's gonna be the first time I've ever tried it.
right. But yeah. So after LA, obviously, the two of us will be flying here on Sunday. I'm kind of scared about how insane LAX is going to be, because we're leaving at like prime time, like 11:30 a.m.
Oh God.
on like a Sunday, and it's going to be kind of crazy, and we might like have to sit for a long time before we take off because of all the planes leaving. But anyway,
That won't be a problem for us.
well, yeah, we'll be together at least.
Yeah.
And so at some point we will eventually get back here. And the good thing about this flight is supposedly we land, I think, around like 5 p.m. So unlike the flight there, the whole day's not done yet. We still have like that evening to
Right.
go get some food, chill out and hang out, before we have to go to sleep. Now, like I said, I don't have a set schedule as to what days we're going to do what or whatever. But some of the things that I want to do is, obviously, I want to take Brandon to like the French Quarter, downtown area, just kind of show him around. Like, hey, this is the French Quarter. It's a lot of strip clubs and it's kind of shitty. Welcome to New Orleans. And like, I don't know, like show him the cathedral and all the typical stuff. My parents were talking. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but they were kind of talking about maybe taking us like on a tourism stuff. Because honestly, I don't really know my way around that much around New Orleans, because I don't live actually in New Orleans. I live in a suburb, so
Right.
they kind of know the way around. So they might take us one day on like a tour and show us some stuff that is pretty cool. Like go uptown and see the streetcars and St. Charles Avenue and all that kind of stuff, and downtown. I don't know.
Sweet.
So there's that. We were talking about going to the zoo, but
Hmm.
I think that's gonna really depend on like
The weather.
the weather. Yeah, because if it's insanely hot, and the thing about down here is it's humid,
Hmm.
which makes everything worse. So if it's like ridiculously hot to the point that's like it's just no way, we won't go. But I'd really like to go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I haven't been in a while, and I really like the zoo, and there's some cool things for Brandon to see at the zoo, because they have a lot of Louisiana like swamp animals, and they have like a whole swamp section with like an albino alligator and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So I want to do it, but we'll just have to see what the weather's like. And certainly one of the days I'm going to take him to Baton Rouge to see LSU, walk around campus, and bring him to my apartment and stuff like that. And
I think that's one of more my like most anticipated parts is going to see your school and like how you live.
how I
Have
live.
been living for the past 3 years.
Yes.
I think that's gonna be really cool.
He's going to go meet Mike Tiger and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, Mike the Tiger.
Yeah, he better not be a lazy cat and sleeping, because that'll piss me off. He gets to see...
I'll have to throw a stick at him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He gets to see, like, gigantic Tiger Stadium, which is
Oh God.
insanely large and in the way of everything.
Do you think we would be able to get inside?
No,
No, no.
no, they won't let you inside. I mean, that's pretty much every sports stadium. They're not gonna let you go in unless, you know. So
Well,
no,
fuck
we
them.
won't be able to go in. But I mean, you can see kind of inside of it, like not to the field, but like the stands and stuff from different angles. Because it's so high.
Right.
But yeah, so we'll see all that, and I'll show them around LSU. And I don't know. One night we may kind of meet up with. We may have like a night where my friends come and stuff, so they can meet them, and we might go bowling or something
Oh,
cool
sweet.
like that, just to have a day where my friends and stuff can meet them. But anyway, yeah, I we'll figure out the schedule. Like I said, once we get here, it's kind of like two vacations, like two separate vacations, even though it's one, because
Yeah, it's awesome.
it's Los Angeles and then it's New Orleans, so it's very different culturally, sightseeing wise.
I think it'll be cool for the people that actually watch the footage because, I mean, you never know. They probably have never seen either place, so
Yeah,
they're going to
either
be able to
place,
see the
right?
cultures of both.
And you get a really cool look at both places. I mean, I know that's probably, I mean, overall the best thing about the trip is that we get to meet, but
Right, yeah.
outside of that, the thing I think is the best part about this trip is that, I actually get to go out there and Brandon gets to show me, his city, his culture, what he does. And I get to go to California, see the Pacific Coast, someplace I've always wanted to go, and he can show me around, and then he gets to come back with me, and then I get to show him my city and my culture. And I think overall it'll just help us to understand each other like even more as friends, because we'll be able to actually experience how the other person lives and their culture and that type of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Meet the
it's gonna be
families and all that kind of good stuff. So
it's gonna be an awesome experience.
yeah, it's gonna be great. And I don't even know how many vlog videos I'm gonna shoot, but it's gonna be tons. I mean, like tons.
Not to mention those special videos we're doing.
Yeah, the
The
montage
brews.
videos. We also forgot to mention that we're planning on doing 2 more Voodoo's brews. Now, I'm not going to say 100% these are set in stone because we're on vacation. So things
Right.
could change. We could stay out late and just not do it. But right now we're planning to. We'd like to do them.
Mm-hmm.
One on Saturday, July 13th, the night before we come back here, which will be a recap, obviously, of our time in LA and kind of talking about that whole trip and what we did, the footage we shot, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would also like to do one July 18th, that Wednesday, talking about the whole trip.
Right.
Recapping the New Orleans part like we did the LA part, and then wrapping up the trip as a whole. So those will be 2 good episodes. Obviously, they'll be live in person.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a good chance we might stream that to YouTube because that's very easy to do. We only need to just set up a webcam and just stream it directly. We don't have to do anything fancy. For the first time ever, I don't have to run this podcast through 8 million things on my computer. We can literally just sit there and talk into a microphone.
Yeah.
It'll be
That's
the
gonna be a
easiest
plus.
episodes we've ever done. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
As far as convenience goes. And we're also planning to go see Pacific Rim, correct?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
It comes out
What?
the 12th. So that is...
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing Saturday. That's right. I was like, well, God, we're only doing the dinner Saturday. No, we're gonna go see Pacific Rim on
Well, the
Saturday as
12th is a
well.
Friday. But yeah, so we'll be in Hollywood that day, but we can go Saturday
Right.
to go see Pacific Rim.
Right.
So,
We're going Saturday, and then we're gonna go to Farrell's and enjoy
right.
the ice cream palooza there.
Delicious. So,
Deliciousness.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a really fun, amazing trip, and it's really kind of crazy that we have this opportunity. Um, this is something just a few months ago that I couldn't even conceive being something that would happen, and the
Right.
fact that it just did, and the fact that we have this opportunity, combined with the fact that it's actually today,
Yeah, it's today. Well, not
is
yet for me, but it's today. Like in a matter of
yeah
an hour, it's gonna
less
be.
than 24 hours. Let's just
Well,
put it
actually,
like
it's gonna
that.
actually in like 14 minutes. It'll be the
Yeah,
day.
in 14 minutes, it'll be officially the ninth for Brandon as well.
Right.
Um, but like, we'll just say in under 24 hours, I'll be in Los Angeles, and to
It's
be
nuts.
completely honest with you, it still hasn't hit me. Like, I still don't really fully understand yet. Like it's like okay, it's tomorrow, but like I don't think I'm gonna feel it till I'm on my way to like the airport.
Yeah, like
Like
and it tells you're like, oh my God, I'm actually
yeah,
heading to Los Angeles.
like I'm gonna be in the car on the way to the airport, and I'm gonna be like, damn, like I'm on my way. This is happening, and it's
Happening.
crazy because like I had this crazy dream about it like last month or something. It was crazy. Like I had this dream that I was at my wedding with my
What the?
girlfriend, and but I was supposed to be flying out that night to go to Los Angeles, and I got all pissed off because we spent like too much time at the reception, and I missed the flight, and I was like,
That was probably a horrible planning of the trip.
yeah,
Right
probably
after your
in
wedding.
Dreamland, I was really bad at like
Yeah.
planning things on specific days. But I was getting all like, I was freaking out. I was like, we gotta get to the plane. Like, I don't like if I don't make this flight, the whole trip is ruined. I'm not gonna be able to get like Brandon's gonna be fucking pissed. Like, I have got to get on this plane, and so I don't know. It's great. It's been 2 months of anticipation, of build up, of hype, and
Same here, man.
personally, I think it's gonna actually be better than I'm even expecting it to be.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, like I'm expecting it like to be shocked, like how like it's probably gonna be one of those trips where like we don't want to leave, like you
oh
don't want
yeah,
it to
I
end,
doubt it. I
huh?
sincerely doubt we're gonna want to be done with the trip.
Oh
Like
yeah, no, I
it's
mean
probably gonna really
I'm
suck when it's over.
yeah, it's gonna be
But
awful.
there's no reason to think about that now before it's even begun. But
Yeah, start
it's
crying. I know. Oh God,
oh
we
my god,
can't.
the trip's it's gonna be over. It's like we haven't even fucking started it. Everybody's gonna be like, "Shut up, you pussies."
Yeah,
So
shut the fuck up.
yeah, we would deserve it at that point.
Yes.
But yeah, it's exciting. It's almost here. I've spent the past 2 days like cleaning like crazy. I've cleaned my whole
Same here.
room and vacuumed, picked up all kinds of random stuff that I've been needing to pick up forever, and cleaned my bathroom today from top to bottom. And
Yeah, me too.
I still have a list of things I have to get done tomorrow, because I'm a procrastinator and I have a late flight, so I have plenty of time tomorrow to get these things done. But
Right.
I still need to go buy like little travel sizes of like shaving cream and
Mm-hmm.
contact solution that I can pack instead of those gigantic things I have. And I need to go actually run my car through the car wash at the gas station, and like because there's no point in me actually hand washing it because it just continuously rains here. So
Right.
I'm
Right.
not gonna waste all that time and effort for it to rain. So
Yeah, rain on your
I'll
car
just
like
get it
son of a.
cheaply done anyway, just to get the initial grime off of it. And I still have to pack. I haven't packed yet, so
Oh man.
that won't take too
Oh,
long. But I've picked my suitcase. I know which suitcase I'm taking that fits their regulations for carry on and whatnot.
right.
So I just need to pack and decide what I'm bringing. Hopefully, I don't forget important things like the GPS because I really need to bring that.
You're like, oh shit, I forgot shoes.
Yeah, I'm like over West Texas, and I look down and I'm like, I'm not wearing any fucking shoes.
I forgot my fucking shoes.
It's like I'm only
My
wearing like
fucking shoes.
one, like I don't pack any underwear. I'm like, I
Yeah,
just go commando the whole
Brandon,
trip.
can I borrow some underwear?
It's yeah.
So, so
I'm really
basically,
praying that I don't forget crucial bits of things.
today.
I'm actually currently in the process of charging all of my camera batteries, so they'll be all charged up.
Yeah, I
when
need
I
to do
head
that
out
too.
there.
I'm gonna plug it in tonight.
I'm still undecided about whether or not I'm gonna film us meeting.
Oh God.
I keep going both ways. Right now, I'm leaning more towards not doing it
Oh really?
because I don't like it's gonna be kind of random. I think we're not gonna know where we are, and
Yeah, it's not
we're
like
just
you're gonna be
run into
walking
each
out and
other.
we'll be waiting there.
And I don't know. I just don't want it to be that awkward. I don't know. But
Yeah, I mean,
the decision won't be made until I leave the plane.
you're right.
Let's
It's
put it that way.
completely up to Josh. If Josh wants to do it, then he can do it. If he doesn't, it's fine with
fuck
me.
him.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. That decision will be made at a later date, but
At a
not a
later
later
date.
date. It will actually be this date, but it will be made at a later time this evening.
right?
It will not be made right now, but but I don't know. I don't really have too much else to say. I'm done talking about it. I'm ready for it to happen. I'm ready for it to start.
Yeah, dude, I want it to happen. I want it to be flawless and be amazing.
Yeah,
And
I doubt
have high
it'll be
hopes.
flawless. I'm sure something will happen, but
Well,
we
at least
already
amazing.
agreed in our last episode that anything negative that happens, we'll just laugh it off. And
Yeah, because it's only 10 days. It's 10 days of epicness, and we can't
Right.
let anything fuck it up.
and if it's negative, we'll just give it the middle finger, say screw
Give
you,
the person
and
a middle finger.
whatever the thing is, and we'll just laugh about it and move on. And
I think we should swing by New York and catch up with TGP and see how he's doing.
we'll just get a ticket to New York City while we're there.
Yeah, just take a quick flight to New York City.
Yeah,
catch
spend
up
a
with
few extra
TGP.
$100. No
Yeah,
biggie.
it's
You
not.
know what I mean? It's not
Stay in
a
a
thing.
suite.
Yeah,
Stay in
let's fly
the
first
Horizon
class.
suite or
We'll
something.
just fly first class out there with money we don't have, and
Yeah.
we'll just put it on credit.
Yeah, we'll pay it
that
off
shit
later. It's fine.
We don't need it's whatever. Money's not an object on this trip. We'll just
Oh,
spend it free.
spend it
Free
willy-nilly.
willy.
Nothing.
We'll be eating at 5-star restaurants every night in downtown Los Angeles. It's not a thing.
Oh yeah, nothing. It's nothing.
You're like,
We'll buy
yeah, that was
cars.
like assumed.
We'll buy
I thought.
cars and
Yeah, we're gonna rent a Bentley
yeah,
for
we'll rent
the
a
2
Bentley
days
and
to drive.
we'll rent a
Either that or
party
we'll just have,
bus
like,
when
a
we go down to
limo.
the Hollywood and
Yeah, we'll have a limo drive us. We won't even
yes,
drive.
we'll have a
'cause
limo
that's-
take us to Hollywood.
That's too much. We'll just have them drive us shit. Like,
yeah,
we're
come
too
on,
good to actually drive ourselves.
we don't deal with that shit.
That's below us. That's
Traffic and shit.
That's beneath us.
Yeah.
We'll actually get a hovercraft, and that
Oh
way
god.
the cars
We'll take a private jet.
Yeah, it won't even matter what the traffic is. We'll just get a hover car and just fucking fly over it.
Just amaze everyone with our advanced technology and give them the
I'm
middle
gonna-
finger as we go by.
I'm gonna check my flying saucer at the airport, and I'm gonna
Yes.
take it with me. So
Hey,
you don't have to
Brandon,
worry
I
about
have a
picking
flying
me up
saucer.
from the airport because I'll just take my saucer there.
Yes.
With LED lights and
GPS.
GPS navigation, self-driving, actually self-flying. I don't even have to touch it. It just does
Yeah,
it.
it's automated.
It's just completely automated.
It's a teleporter. You know what I mean? It's just instant.
Yeah, it's a like I don't even. I'm actually gonna cancel my plane ticket because I have like a de-atomizer in my closet. I can just walk in and it'll just.
Oh,
take
hey,
apart
Josh
my
is here, guys.
molecules and reassemble them in Brandon's house because he has
Yes.
one too, of course. And I mean, it's whatever. So
It'll work out. It's nothing to us.
it is what it is. It's a little buggy though, so if like I spawn in your house missing an arm or don't panic, it happens.
If you come with no legs and I have to push you in a
Yeah.
wheelchair,
Well, I mean,
it's nothing. We'll have a hovercraft.
That's kind of your job anyway.
Yeah,
push
that's
me
my job
around
is to push Josh
serve
in a
me
fucking
and-
wheelchair.
Yeah. Like, my arm will come like 2 days into the trip. It'll get there. It'll just take a while.
Just let everyone know Josh is taking my bed. I have to sleep on the floor, so
What the
he's
hell?
he's gonna be sleeping
When did-
comfortably
when did this
as I sleep
happen?
on the floor.
Who made this
Huh?
decision? I
Well,
wasn't
I mean,
informed of
unless
this.
you want to spoon in bed, I mean,
Yes, I do. Well,
that's the only
okay.
other option.
I kind of feel bad now. I
Oh,
kind of
you
feel
should.
bad.
You
I'm
should.
taking your bed. You're sleeping on the like. That's
I'm
kind of
sleeping on the
fucked up.
fucking. I'm sleeping on the floor, Josh, for
Who
you.
made this decision? Who decided this?
It's there was no decision. It was kind of like
Yeah, but it's your bed.
I fuck.
Wouldn't?
Yeah, but you're a guest. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
but
be a dick
I'm
and
21
make you
years
sleep
old.
on the
I don't
floor.
give a shit about that.
You will when you wake up in the morning with a horrible backache or
Well, I'm sure I
something.
will, but you know,
I'm sure I will.
whatever.
No, it's fine, dude. I really
I'll
don't
just spoon
care.
with you. It's okay.
We'll just spoon.
Yes. Well,
Everyone
you know,
wins.
when you get here, not to rub it in or anything, but you know, I have a spare room down the hall with a queen size bed in it
Oh my
for
god.
you.
A
You know,
queen size
a
bed.
queen size bed and
Not even just a regular. It's
no
a queen size bed.
queen
So,
size bed with like 4 pillows and
oh man,
a quilted down comforter.
5,000 thread count.
Well, no, the
Satin
sheets aren't that
sheets.
good, but it's a pretty nice bed. Like I think it's probably actually better than mine.
It'll accommodate me well.
The only thing the room doesn't have, it doesn't have cable. So, oh well. But you know, I think you can survive. It's completely down at the other end of the hall, isolated. You know, but are you still with me? Call must have dropped again. Son of a.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Okay, you dropped again. Oh, now he officially dropped. Now he's calling me. Hello? Hello? Okay, the call is on and I hear nothing. Hello? If you can hear me, put something in the text. Oh, it dropped it again. What is going on? Skype is really misbehaving tonight. This never happens.
I don't know what the hell's going
Hello?
on tonight,
I don't,
man.
Skype's having Skype's on its period. I don't know what's going on.
Hello?
Hello? I hear him, but he can't hear me. Hello? It dropped again. What the fuck? Hello?
What the hell's going on?
Can you hear me? I don't know what's going on, guys. Hello? Hello? We're in the call, and now I hear nothing. This is great. Well, for the second time in the show, please excuse technical difficulties. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what's going on. Call ended busy? Dear Skype, why do you suck? I don't know what's happening. Well, it keeps dropping the call. I don't know. So if it doesn't work, we might have to just end the episode due to technical difficulties. But I think we've pretty much said everything we needed to say. To say anyway. I think we're just rambling at this point. But it would be nice to finish the call, to finish the show correctly. But Skype may not allow that to happen. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hello, Brandon.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hello? I hear you, but you must not hear me. And it drops again. Well, guys, I think we might have to end the episode. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hello,
Hello?
Brandon. Hello. I hear him, but he can't hear me. Brandon.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. It's not working. A couple more times and then I'm just gonna end it. I don't know what's wrong with Skype tonight. I don't know what the problem is. Checking all my settings, everything looks good. I don't know what's causing this.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, Skype hates us tonight, dude.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can actually hear you.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what happened.
That was so fucking odd.
I could hear you, but you couldn't hear me.
Oh my God. And before it happened, all I heard was, I'm like, what the fuck was that?
That was
And
Skype
then
killing itself.
it was like, I'm like, oh.
Somebody just bombed the Skype facility or something. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But
Oh well, this is the time when we say fuck it. You know,
Yep.
give it the middle finger.
basically, I was about to end the episode myself because
Oh man,
it was dropping.
a lot of.
But
I mean, are you gonna edit that out or?
no, I don't
No.
have time. That's not getting edited out. That's
Everyone, it's gonna be one of those episodes. I think this happened in the E3 episode where.
it's just it's what happens when you do it in one take.
You're right. Yeah.
If people don't like it, they can skip in the video. They can self-edit.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could try and put time marks or something. I don't know, but you know.
Yeah, I don't have time for that bullshit. So
This is the time where we
this is
say
gonna
fuck
be
it.
an old school episode. It's just gonna upload as is. No editing, nothing, no time marks.
Yes.
Holy shit!
That's how we do it.
Yo, my air conditioner just kicked on. It sounded like a freaking rocket just launched. It's so loud. Anyway,
What the hell's going on right now?
I have no clue. My air conditioner is really seems louder than usual. I don't know, but
It sounded like a rocket taking off.
it did. Oh boy. Well,
I mean, I guess they're kind of giving us signs to,
I
throw in
guess
the
this
towel
is
here.
it. I mean, I don't really, as I was saying before Skype killed itself. I'm kind of tired of talking about it. I just want it to happen. We've hyped it up as much as I think it's humanly possible to be hyped.
To the last second.
Till the last day, the last minute. It's here. The trip
Gonna happen.
of 2013. We don't have an official name for the trip. So for now, it will just be known as the trip.
L trip.
Or if you're Spanish, El Trip.
L trip.
I don't know what else to call the trip because it's in two different places, and
I think we'll just call it California trip when you're here, and then New Orleans trip when I'm there.
That's creative.
Yeah,
That's
but
really creative.
that's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know. We may come up with something later, but
yeah, we'll probably think of something.
I don't know. But it's here. It is today. Welcome to the trip. It has begun, or will begin shortly later today.
Yes. And I would like to say, before we sign off, fuck you, Portugal.
Yes,
So,
I was almost forced to do that for you.
Don't do it. You can't, Josh.
I didn't do it, but I was almost forced to because of Skype. Skype almost
Fucking
made me.
Skype.
I was almost gonna do it, but
that would have hurt my feelings.
I know it would have, but I would have had no choice.
So yeah, Portugal's the target for tonight.
Screw Portugal.
Good
Who
old
needs
Portugal,
them?
home of Cristiano Ronaldo.
They're just Spain's sidekick anyway. They're just sitting there.
Yeah, they haven't won anything of any significance, but they're there.
They exist. But,
They exist. They're
But
they definitely exist.
this coming from U.S. fans.
Yeah, yeah, coming
Soccer.
from us.
So we definitely have rights to speak on that. But
Yes.
all right. So last promotional things before we sign off for the trip. One final time. Vlogs, at least on this channel, on my channel, will be commencing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on actually doing a vlog before I even leave my house and uploading it as the first official vlog of the trip. So vlogging from me will start tomorrow, or really today, July 9th.
Same here, July 9th.
Oh, so I guess Brandon's going to be putting up vlogs on his channel tomorrow as well. Today, sorry. it is officially today for both of us now. And vlogs will continue all week, both here and on the Gaming Snake HD.
Yes.
Once again, plans right now are for Voodoo's Brew on July 13th and also July 18th. We might make announcement videos later in the week regarding that. Twitter, Brandon's probably not going to use his because he doesn't use his Twitter.
I never do.
It just exists for some reason.
It just sits there.
I will be using my Twitter throughout this whole trip at Voodoo51292. Follow me over there. I'll be tweeting up everything that we're doing, keeping you guys up to date, probably tweeting up pictures and such of places that we're at. So if you want to keep up with basically live updates of the trip, what's going on, what kind of footage you can expect to see later, follow me over there at Voodoo51292. It'll be all about the trip for the next 10 days. Other than that, oh yeah, last thing, just for my channel, there will be no weekly ritual this week. I don't have time to do it, and because of one channel, I have to be careful with what I upload when I upload it. So I want to feature this video and the vlogs this week, so there will be no weekly ritual. If you don't know what I'm doing yet this week, then I don't know how to help you.
Yeah, so, you obviously don't watch the channel.
Or you haven't listened to this entire episode, so I don't know what to tell you. So is there any housekeeping you'd like to do before we wrap up about?
I actually have an idea. As opposed to recording our first meeting, you should probably take a picture. Like have someone take a picture or something.
Like have your mom take the picture?
Or yeah, something. I think that would be probably really good because we could just meet and then take a picture and remember it.
Yeah, that actually is not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. That way it's less awkward. I actually
had a good idea.
You have good ideas. Wow.
But yeah, that I think that's the solution, Josh.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a good compromise to me.
Yeah, El Picture.
El Picture-o.
El Picture-o.
El Picture-o for El Trip.
Yes, and fuck you, Portugal.
And fuck Portugal. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you later today with vlogs. We'll see you all week. It's finally here. Get excited. Wish me luck on my travels out there. And wish us luck for the trouble that we will undoubtedly find.
And tune in to see all the vlogs, and so you can get the taste of our cultures.
Yes,
as
all
we
the
see
vlogs should be epic, epicness, epic vlogs.
The epic
sneeze.
trip, the epic trip, and
yep. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet you guys, and later tonight I will be sleeping in the City of Angels. So
yes.
Until then, that was really weird and seductive.
Yes.
Oh God.
City of Angels.
What's gonna happen in this next?
You don't want to know,
10 days?
Josh.
Oh fuck.
You don't want to know.
Oh God. So, all right. Enough rambling. That's it. I gotta go to sleep. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I need to get up fairly early tomorrow to take care of what I need to take care of before I leave. So thank you guys very much for watching, listening, and we'll see you this week and next week with all sorts of trip stuff. So
I love you.
I hope that wasn't toward me. I hope
no.
that was
toward no, no, Josh.
I'm having second thoughts about. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna go out there for El Tripo, and you're gonna be like El Creepo and
El Rapo.
El Rapo. Rape isn't funny, but that kind of was. So.
Yeah.
El Rapo.
It's a serious thing, but it was funny in that context.
El Rapo.
El Rapo.
Oh, I hope I don't get El Rapo'd. But,
that's worse than just regular old rape, dude.
That's worse. It's El Rapo.
El Rapo. It has an O at the end. And an L in the front of it.
Oh, God. We really need to end this episode before this gets any worse, before it degrades any more shit.
Before we degrade ourselves anymore.
God. So hopefully there'll be no El Rapo, but...
There will be an El Tripo.
Yes, there will be an El Tripo may or may not be El Repo. We'll have to find out.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
To be determined. But yeah, I'm Josh. That's Brandon, and we will see you guys for the trip. Thanks for watching. Screw Portugal, and peace the fuck out.
Later.